Good day, fellow Dicer! Today I have an interesting video for ya. We will talk about buffing dice, those that help pass the game, farm money or other sorts of things. Let's go! In the game, we have three cool dice allowing to increase our attack: the light, the critical, and the power. The latter was added recently and it straightforward makes the damage bigger. Let's take a look at it. It increases the damage in a specific percentage, and it looks quite good. For power-ups, we get whole 3%. I have it upgraded up to the 9th level, and it gives me additional 10% of damage. Then we have the critical dice. On the first sight, it doesn't give much of a boost for the critical damage, but it seriously grows with power-ups, and depending on its number of points, it becomes bigger by its crit increase rate. So currently, we would have 3.2% for each point on a dice. And the last one is the light, which I adore the most. I have it leveled up to the 9th level. It gives us 10% attack speed boost, and its power-up gives 3. Also, don't forget that its number of points the same way would multiply its speed increase, so 2 dots would give 20%, 3 dots would give 30, etc. So what would be the best choice here? Let's figure it out. First of all, of course, we need to understand what's our goal here. If we simply want to pass levels, we're better off picking the light and the wind. These two is a deadly combination when standing near each other. Just level up your wind and it will be strongly buffed even by a low points light standing nearby. It feels like a laser gun cutting down those lines of enemies. Wind has its own attack speed increase, plus we multiply it by light's bonus, so we get unreal fast shooting dice. Next we have the critical. It's good to combine it with the dice which attack a lot. Also should think about your general critical damage. Better have it like mine or more. In that case, crit would be more effective than light, under the condition of all your dice well and evenly upgraded at this point. The crit is very good in the endless mode. If you put the energy dice along with it, of course you would also need mine in the deck so you could farm your sweet money to increase the energy damage. This way, the energy with a big number of points near a critical, also with a lot of points, would keep at bay hordes of enemies. They won't even manage to spawn on a road. So it's likely the best combination for the endless. Now we're looking at the power. It's an interesting one, as its damage increase is stable, which looks pretty nice. But thing is, it's not so strong as we would want it to be, though it's enough for some medium levels. I don't really recommend using it in a standard or an escape mode, but if we're going into the endless mode, on medium levels it's alright for farming, as our crit is not so high yet, and it's good to have a fixed damage increase for our dice. For example, the energy damages by 10,000. Now it will deliver 11 instead. Besides, the critical damage will also go higher as well. So I hope now you understand. If you have a big critical damage, pick the crit. If you don't, pick the power. Simple logic. In the same time, we can think of some quite interesting combinations. For instance, if we pick the light and the crit, we can increase some dice's damage pretty hard. For example, if we take the wind, the crit and the light, and you'll surround the wind with both of these support dice, you'll make a killing machine, which would easily allow you to pass the standard mode. But don't forget, if you'd spawn too many lights or crits, you may lose too early, as they don't attack at all. So yeah, this is how these combinations look like. Always consider where you want to go with it, as I mentioned before. In my personal top, I'd put the light first, as it makes playing very comfortable. And it's quite pleasing to watch these dice shoot with the increased speed rate by the light. On the second place, I put the crit, as it's the very dice allowing us to successfully farm in the endless mode with the energy. Because when your energy delivers a lot of damage, and also it's being multiplied by the crit, that's a killer, friends. On the third place is the power, which is alright, but concedes to already mentioned ones on the different stages of the game, so it can be easily utilized, but I would recommend to play them somewhere in the middle levels. As on the early stages, you're better off with the light and the wind. Here you could play somehow with the power, but I say that in general, you can easily play using just the light. So, thank you so much for watching, friends. I hope now you've got how these dice work. Have a nice game. See you in the next video. Bye.